Hi everyone, Tim Wild here, and I'm tuning in for the first time in a while to say happy solstice, happy summer or winter solstice, depending on which part of the planet you are listening from. And in Britain, it is the peak of summertime. This is the longest day, and it is the day where these energy gateways are open to their fullest extent, and all light workers in whatever form are celebrating this pocket of energy, this particular window. Now, for me, the solstice marks a kind of cut-off period in the middle of the year where the first 6 months of 2018 have been absolutely incredible with the way that the energy has been moving. I speak to a lot of people on a regular basis, either sort of via online sessions, the Zooms, or via messages on Facebook. And some of you out there are having a wonderful time and just kind of rolling through the year, which is great, but other people are finding it very, very challenging. Now, the key word for this year so far has been authenticity. And authenticity is huge. There's the part that we've reached this milestone in our pathway where we are being called to be as authentic as possible, meaning there are no pretenses anymore. We are who we are in our rawest form, and I'll be the first to admit that my last 6 months have been incredibly challenging, as the previous 6 months were, but in different ways. There are so many different ways of being challenged and tested on this pathway, and that's the core of what we have to teach. We teach by example, we teach by our lessons, what we go through, what you are going through at the moment, or what you have been through, or what you could potentially be going through in the next 6 months or so. That will be the foundation for what you have to teach others. It's not happening to you for a random reason. There are no victims on this planet. You have utterly, completely chosen the construction and the circumstances that you are experiencing, and that you are doing it in order to pass through a gateway. And once you've passed through that gateway, you have a set of experiences with which you can teach other people. Now, I've been doing this cycle for years. I've been experiencing things that I wonder at the time, what is the higher purpose of this? What could I possibly have agreed to this for on any level? And then at the other end of it, it's like, actually, yes, that makes perfect sense, and I've now got a lot to show for it. I have a lot of experiences and personal stuff that I can convey. And if somebody asks me, why am I going through this? Why am I feeling this certain way? Why is this lesson reoccurring in my life again and again? I have personal experience with that in order to kind of assist them and guide them. Now, we're all doing that job on some level. We're all teachers, we're all guides, we're all stepping into this role of mastery. And I think the particularly with the solstice today, it is incredibly important, because it marks is an upturn in the energies, but also maybe a bit of a period of calm. If you're looking for that window of calm energy, it will now be occurring between this date and the Lion's Gate, which begins on the 8th of August. Now, everybody will remember the Lion's Gate from last year. I do particularly. It was a point in the ascension process that I will always remember in the future. If I had a list of top 5 dates, the Lion's Gate of 2017 will definitely be upon it, because after that window of energy, I was told very specifically that every single soul on this planet had their 5th dimensional heart centres activated. And I found that incredibly difficult to believe at the time, because I thought, well, that's information that is so intensive and maybe quite unbelievable if you look at the way some people are acting around the world at the moment. And I really struggled myself, as you probably know, to put that information out there, but we've all got our active fifth dimensional heart centers now. And that is the reason why people seem to be acting out of turn, because they're now being placed in a position of authenticity. They have got to live their lives in a way that is in harmony with their heart rather than their ego. And until that conscious switch occurs, then lessons of increasing magnitude will occur in their lives until they do so. This is why everybody around you might be unraveling slightly. This is why everybody around you might be kind of acting in a way which you are either trying to stay away from or trying to assist them or help them through it, or simply just adding light to a collective field, because it is a collective group of people that are looking or needing to change and become more fifth dimensional in their consciousness. And this applies to all aspects of life, really. So my wonderful friend Diana Cooper last night was doing a Facebook Live, and I was absolutely over the moon to hear her mention the vaccine situation that is occurring. Now, we've all got our personal beliefs, and I'll get straight to the point here. I've never vaccinated my children, and I've done so because I don't believe that it is the right thing to do. My eldest son he'll be 17 in October, and he's never even had a week off school poorly, and so forth. I'm not going to get into that too deeply, but it was just very, very it just hit the nail on the head last night to hear Diana mention that, because it is evidence to me that this collective field of consciousness is spreading, that we're all waking up. Good morning, Mr. Robin. I've got several of my favourite birds flying around me this morning, and some of them, as you can hear, they are quite vocal. But back to the solstice. Yeah, happy solstice wherever you're celebrating. I saw some lovely pictures on Facebook this morning of people waking up or watching the sun rising at Stonehenge and various other places, and that's absolutely lovely. But I'm celebrating from my garden as I usually do. I'm not the most adventurous of people. I do get out occasionally to other countries, but generally speaking you will find me sort of at home, so where I am. But let's do a little bit of a visualization to call this light in, and so just wherever you are, just completely relax. Close your eyes and just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and immediately you focus on your breathing, you'll feel your consciousness change. You'll feel almost like a click, a change from one state to another. And just do that breath again. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and start to see yourself lighting up bright, radiant gold. And one more time, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And now you're starting to glow very brightly indeed. And for the sake of this visualization this morning, we're just calling light into our bodies and fields. We're calling light into our chakras. So just focus to start off with on your stellar gateway chakra, which is 1 meter above the top of your head, around where my fingers are. See that glowing bright radiant gold. And just sense and feel your stellar gateway connected to all corners of the multiverse. You know, the light we're receiving for the solstice today. Feel that flooding into your stellar gateway, adding to your luminosity and your iridescence. And just as you focus on that chakra, you'll see your your vibration go up several octaves immediately. So just focusing on the stellar gateway, just breathe light into that chakra, see it lighting up as brightly as possible. Then move your attention to your soul star, which is about 18 inches above the top of your head, and see that beautiful magenta chakra lit up and open. Invite the solstice light into that chakra as well to retrieve your master blueprint. All of the aspects of mastery, this ascension pioneer in whatever form that you are becoming on this planet at the moment. Allow the soul star to feed that. That's where you contain all of your spiritual gifts and your talents and have done so for many, many generations. So just focusing on that chakra now, see it lighting up. And move your attention to your causal chakra, just above the top of your head. This looks like your own personal moon, and you've probably been very aware of it for the last 2 full moons or so, or 3 moons. So we had a trine of holy moons quite recently, and so those of you that are particularly moon sensitive, like most of us actually are, you'll have really noticed the expansion in your causal chakra as we bring this divine feminine energy into our planet. So just focusing on your causal, just breathe the solstice light into your causal chakra, just see it balancing and lighting up even further. And of course, as with all solstice gateways and other gateways, we've got unicorns with us today. So just greet the unicorns in whatever way is appropriate for you, whatever significance that they are bringing into your life and to the planet on a global basis at the moment. Just allow them to flood in. They've been coming in so powerfully this year. This is, you know, I remember in January they were connecting with me at a 10th dimensional level, and even though that's just numbers, the light was so intense. So just allow the unicorns to flow around you. You'll more possibly see them working in vortices of energy around you as we're doing energy work this morning, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And they will enter this reality through your causal chakra, so just allow them to flood through. And just moving your attention to your crown now. And just feel your golden crown lighting up and opening. Even though this is a secondary receptive chakra now, it is still receiving the light that we are communicating about, but it is feeding the ascension blueprint within your 4-body system. The crown is our wisdom, our guidance, our forward-moving kind of inner wisdom centre now. So just allow the crown to light up, opening fully. You might even feel it unfurling like 1,000-petaled lotus on top of your head. And your third eye, feel the crystal ball of your third eye. Just any mist or any fog that is on the third eye, just feel it just moving away. It's almost like cleaning a windscreen. Just remove that mist, remove that fog, allow your third eye to become fully receptive. And the bright royal blue of your throat. Many of us have cleared so much from our throats, particularly in the early part of this year. So allow your throat chakra to open fully so that you can speak your words of light and wisdom and truth. And moving your attention to your heart centre. I'm so blessed to have these beautiful songbirds around me. And every time I hear a songbird, every time I hear something beautiful, my heart opens even further. So allow that vibration that you're listening to from this video to just activate and open your heart centre even further, your pure white 5th dimensional heart. And those of you that work with your heart centres, you'll notice that your heart centre isn't confined to the centre of your chest anymore. It is a vast portal of light that extends from shoulder to shoulder. So just work with that and take this moment to to anchor this solstice light and send it to anywhere that is necessary on this planet at the moment. Of course, there are so many places in need of more light and in need of that balance and in need of that love. So just send your heart light to wherever you personally know it needs to go at this moment in time. And breathe it with intention. And see the light from your heart centre touching hearts that may have woken up but need a little bit of assistance in acknowledging and accepting themselves. And while your heart is doing its work, bring your attention to the gold of your solar plexus and just take this opportunity to use this incredible solstice light to clear any cords and attachments that may be there. Any energies that don't belong to you within your solar plexus, just sense and feel them melting away as you return them to sender, and just establish a communication with the outside world around you of pure love and love only. And just focus for a moment now on the navel chakra, which is just below the solar plexus. It's bright orange, like your own personal sun. And just be aware that this navel chakra is the guiding chakra for the next 5 or 10 years of our ascension process. As we move from the lessons that we are experiencing on a global level into a more community-based planet, we're starting to think as a whole now instead of individual pockets of thought. Instead of thinking about me as a unit, it's becoming we, and that is being driven by the navel chakra. So just allow that to light up. Really sense and feel your navel chakra. It's the one physical chakra that has become part of your column. And then move your attention to the sacral chakra, which is the beautiful rose pink. And just allow the solstice light that is coming in so powerfully now, and the unicorns, to touch and light up your sacral chakra. And just feel any energies that are stuck within there that you may be carrying, that from past lives or from relationships with family, with friends, with partners, with anybody that you want to clear out. Just allow that to be removed now, and use this solstice energy to call to you your soul family, your ideal partnerships for the rest of this ascension process. And just be very aware of how powerful the calling of the sacral is. Allow your sacral to bring to you people who will feed and nourish your ascension process from this point onwards. And I'm feeling this is a powerful part for the second part of this year, as we are becoming authentic, as we are stepping into our higher roles. People will be joining us that feed, nourish and support those relationships, and that is across the board for everybody. So if that resonates with you, really work upon your sacral. Allow your sacral to start calling to you the right souls for you at this point in time. And moving your attention to your base chakra, which is a liquid platinum. And just as you're focusing on your base, just say to yourself 3 times, I am my higher self. I am my higher self. I am my higher self. And feel a huge rod of golden light descending now from your monadic presence, which may actually be quite close to you at this point in time. And allow this rod of golden light to move down your Antakarana bridge, anchoring first of all in your base chakra, which is the seat of your soul, the point of your mastery. But also now just allow it to continue further. Allow this beautiful and very bright rod of golden light to continue to moving down all the way through your chakras, down your legs, through the soles of your feet, lighting up and activating your Earth star as it does so. The Earth star is incredibly important. Those of you that work with it will know that it anchors you into the actual magnetics of Gaia. But this is a different point now. Just allow this golden light to move through your Earth star chakra from your monadic presence and anchor you deep into the higher dynamics of Hollow Earth. And now this is an incredibly powerful thing to do, because it balances you between heaven and earth, but it also produces an effect called the unified chakra, which is the next phase of our ascension process. It's where we're going to be going next on an energy level. So just feel all of your chakras lit up in unison, from the stellar gateway, a metre above the top of your head, to the Earth star below your soles of your feet, and allow yourself to sit within this tube of light. Dr. Joshua David Stone called this tube of light the Leuesh. So just rest for a moment within this tube of light, feeling your vibration reach points, reach a place where it has never been before. The highest, the finest, and the most iridescent vibration you have carried on this planet so far. And you can do this very easy. You can do this meditation that we've run through so easily yourself. You could do it even sitting on a bus, travelling somewhere, or walking, or doing any other activity. As long as you're just calling that tube of light in, working with the chakras, just feel yourself lighting up, and anchor it from the stellar gateway down through your Earth star chakra, and just hold yourself within this light. And just come back to where you are sat and start to breathe again. Just come back to where you are and just feel the difference in your vibration now. Now carry that light, whatever you are doing, whatever you are experiencing, wherever you are going, and allow that light to flood to other people who may also need it too. Now I'm going to bid you all a beautiful day, and I will see you again very, very soon. Diana Cooper and I are doing the third of our Zoom sessions on Sunday, so please join us if you haven't already. And because it will be the Rainbow Path, it will be incredibly powerful, and many of you will be resonating with the pathways that we are teaching about at the moment, because we're all on them in one way or another. So happy solstice. See you soon. Lots of love.